what's next right now? And this is the sound that you were talking about from
you got it.
The big podcast with Shaq.
In his pajamas, but he's Shaq. He can do what he wants.
Well, for the sake of radio, it's only audio.
Yeah.
But this was from 2024. So this is a conversation between Shaquille O'Neal and Draymond Green about basically the remainder of his future. Again, this was 2 years ago.
I remember those days. I remember walking around downtown Oakland as a rookie, passing out tickets. Guys getting on the BART, the train, and through the runs through the bay, the BART, passing out tickets to games as a rookie. I remember that. That's October 2012. We won our first championship June 2015. Wasn't that far removed. So we built this thing up from the ground, man. It's like, it's a different feeling for us because that's our baby. Like, that, the Warriors, they was nothing. And so to see that growth and take part in that growth, that's not something you just walk away from just to walk away from. They'd have to not want me anymore. And for me personally, because I love that organization, I will always do right by the organization because it's no ill will for me. It's not like I've been treated bad. Andre and Sean, they would always tell us, like, yo, y'all don't know the real NBA. And I can raise my hand and say, gladly, I don't. I don't know the real nasty side of the business of the NBA. I never had to see that. And I'm very thankful to that organization that I haven't. And so they'd have to not want me for me to go somewhere else. And then at that point, it's like, all right, which team can I go help that can win a championship, right? But not just like, if I had to stay in Golden State another 5 years and we not make the playoffs for 5 years straight, I'm totally fine with that. Not because I'm not a competitor, but because I'd rather do it. I'd rather struggle with the same guys that I succeeded with. It ain't about, we struggling now, I need to go that way. Nah, I'd rather struggle the same way we succeeded together. I'd rather struggle together as opposed to, I can go over here and do this. Well, if they don't want me, then great. That's my mindset. I'm going to go over here and try to do that. But as long as they'll have me, I got no reason to ever want to leave that place.
And this summer, we're about to find out. Because he's a free agent. Yeah. We're about to find out if he, again, that was from 2 years ago. Yeah. We're about to find out now if he really feels that way.
I love that. And I just wonder if the organization feels the same way that he does in regard to, we're fine not making the playoffs, Dre. We're fine breaking you off this new 2-year deal. We'll find out. You are so right. But I'll just say this, and I know that was 2 years ago. No wonder LeBron didn't come if it was predicated on Draymond pitching it, because Draymond is obviously not a ring chaser, and I'm not saying that conversation came up. And
not yet.
Bron coming here wouldn't have been a ring chaser, right?
No.
It would have been like, yeah, he's just coming to have fun.
The antithesis of ring chasing.
Exactly.
No, but okay, so I think it's interesting, though, because Draymond Green told us a couple things that, if applied 2 years later to the present day, then the choice is obvious. Sign a 1-year deal, give the Warriors flexibility, and continue to help them in whatever way possible for you to remain a Golden State Warrior for the rest of your career.
I love you, but again, he had multiple years left on his deal when he said that. Now it's like, okay, put your money where your mouth is, Dre. I would take, again, any bet, Evan, dollar bets, that it's more than 1 year. I just like that. That would be good for his psyche,
now,
the team's psyche.
Does an option count?
And that would be?
Well, if it's like a 1+1.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
Well, I want to make a bet with you because I think the Warriors are going to give him a 1 year deal.
If it's a player option, then I count the bucket.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
that's fine. I think the Warriors.
We'll bet a pop.
Yeah, 1+1, you win.
Okay,
1 year deal.
I got you.
I think the Warriors are going to give him the money that he chose to forego.
Shout out to the Lake, but do you give any merit to the fact that? Oh God, Evan, I pulled the Steiny.
What, you forgot?
Do you give any merit to the fact it was Draymond?
Well, you got caught up in a really good reference.
And maybe that's why I just fade to black.
I do that sometimes.
No, Evan, like Steiny and I really got it. I mean, him more than me.
Yeah,
but where was I going? Older. Do you give any merit to
the fact that Draymond was that he talks a big game but hasn't put his money where his mouth is?
This is bad.
Well, and
Can
again,
he help me?
And this is where I don't think he knows. Do you know where Goo was going?
No, he didn't even have his headphones on.
We were looking at some other news out of 49ers camp.
Okay.
So Romello Height sustained an injury. He was carted off, but everything's fine. The Niners are saying he just had cramps. So there's precautionary.
He was carted off with cramps.
But
A precautionary tale,
all right.
Especially in early days of training camp.
Because you don't want to be the team that has that, Myles Garrett went down on the court and he's out. That happens every football season. So knock on. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but that happens every training camp, guys.
Yeah, people wreck their legs and wreck their limbs, and it's almost like sometimes it's almost tough at the beginning of training camp because it's a lot of like your body hasn't been like built to callus. That's what they talk about, calluses.
I'm trying to play it off. I can't remember.
You're all right, Goo. You're good, man. It's a Monday.
I'm embarrassed.
Okay, this is where we're going to find out if Draymond is putting his money where his mouth is, literally. He said he's totally fine not making the playoffs for 5 years.
Oh, my God.
And struggling with the guys, well, really two guys, Steph and Steve Kerr, struggling with the guys that he came in with. We're about to find out. Because I think the Warriors would love if Draymond Green, or they wouldn't mind, I should say. Maybe Lacob does, would love it. I think the Warriors wouldn't mind if Draymond Green retired a Golden State Warrior.
Oh, no doubt.
But it can't be on his terms. It can't be making $25 million when you're not a $25 million player. It's got to move in the direction of, and I'm not saying it's this season.
Because he opted out for more than that. You think they didn't say we got you?
Draymond Green is closer to a vet min player right now than he is to a $30 million player.
Totally with you, but the bottom line was, had he exercised that option, he would have got more than 25.
And that's why I think they're going to give it back to him in a sign of good faith because they can't use the money elsewhere.
But again, you just think it's 1 year, though.
Yes, because otherwise, why would you? If you gave him a 2-year deal, why wouldn't you try and spread more money out?
Okay, I remember where I was going, E. I hear that.
All right, you're back.
You think that they want to sign up for those problems to where Dray is thinking about his future, the podcast? Let's say the season doesn't get off to a great start. Jimmy, there's a setback. You want those problems to put Dray on a 1-year deal? To me, he's the last guy I want on a 1-year deal because of the stuff off the court.
But what problems can he solve in a season that's on the heels of a 37-win year? I thought Draymond
they're looking at it like that was an anomaly. And Steph missed 40 games.
I don't know if they are. I mean,
because I'm talking myself into that.
Well, 37 wins, an anomaly with the injuries and whatnot.
Yes.
But again, Moody and Jimmy are not going to be available. Steph has a new normal in regards to his runner's knee. Like what? I'm not saying they're a 37-win team as constructed, but you have to allow for the possibility of them running it back and finding the same results.
That would be super duper. That would mean if in my world, Evan, you're saying Curry plays 60 games and somehow they can't reach 40 wins.
Well, if he plays 60 games, I think they can win 40 games. But if he doesn't play 60 games, and this is how the Warriors might be looking at it. I'm not saying they are, but the Warriors might be looking at this summer as, all right, we didn't get the guy we wanted in free agency, but we really like our first-round pick.
Yes.
And so if next season turns into the same thing and we maybe make the play-in, maybe we miss it, maybe we get a top 7 or 8 pick, maybe we win the lottery and get into the top 4 with these new, constructions.
But I would ask you, and you may know, I don't know, Evan, but I was told this year's draft is not what last year's was. So if that were to happen, looking at it from a negative standpoint, but the positive is you got a high draft pick, is there a player there to help you?
Is there a player out there to help you?
In the upcoming draft, if somehow the bottom fell up, but we got a top pick. I was told this was the year that you wanted the top pick. I'm not saying there's not a game changer out there, but is there a Yaxel or something better out there, Cam Boozer, in this year's upcoming draft?
Well, there could be, but I think the allure of this draft is that if you were in the top 4, you knew you were going to get a dude.
No doubt.
It wasn't like everyone said, all right, it's A.J. DeBonsa and then everyone else. It was,
I hate those drafts.
DeBonsa's going to be good, Boozer's going to be good, Wilson's going to be good, and Peterson's going to be good. So if you got a top 4 pick, you're getting a franchise player, which isn't always the case. I think that was the strength of this draft, is how top-heavy and the amount of good guys in this draft. All right, 888-957-9570 is the number. Let's go down to Texas and talk to our guy, Warrior. Hey, Warrior, good to hear from you. How you doing?
Hey, the Warrior is fine, but thanks for asking. I'm tired of people making when I call in it about me. So it doesn't matter how the Warrior's doing. It's how the masses are doing that are listening to this station in their 15th year in business. And what a pleasure your program director is as opposed to Barrett Media. So I think he saved your all station. Anyway, that's not why I called. I called because I think LeBron James well, first let me talk about Bob Myers. Everybody thinks, oh, man, Jesus has come. Hallelujah. Well, look at the dude's draft. You know, sure, he signed a big-name free agent. He made a trade. But the guy hasn't drafted good since 2012. Maybe Harrison Barnes, and then that's it. So you can't blame Dunleavy for this stuff. Now, as far as LeBron, that's the most narcissistic, flopping, disingenuous, crybaby. Like I remember when he got hit in the eye and he said he saw 3 baskets and he hit the one in the middle. Man, shut the hell up. And that's the kind of stuff. I hope he goes to Philadelphia. And I hate Philadelphia. I hate the city of brotherly love. I hate Ben Franklin, and I hate the Liberty Bell. So I hope that he brings nothing but misery to the city of Philadelphia. Now, I got a little bit of time if you got a question. I normally don't take them when I call in.
All right, I got one for you, Warrior.
Love it, Warrior.
You still there?
And the Warrior's still here. He didn't hang up.
All right, because you cut me and you hurt me, and I'm going to say it right now. Like myself, you lost your mother, and I was there for you. We talked, we bonded, and then you had the audacity when I was off not too long ago to take a shot at me, and you know what you said. What do you got to say for yourself, man? Because I'm disappointed in you.
You know what? I'd like to apologize to absolutely nobody. The Warrior does what the Warrior wants to do.
All right, baby. All right. That's the Warrior. Evan, I thought I had you.
Thanks, Warrior. Appreciate the call, man. Hope you're doing all right.
That's my guy, man.
Well, did you?
He took a shot at me. I can't say what he did. It was a shot like once Bonte firing off on Twitter shot. Like, dude, man.
I was going to say that took a left turn.
Kitty, I thought I had you.
You said he'd take a question. You said
Bro,
you want to apologize.
He went Conor McGregor on you there.
Oh, man, I thought I was like, okay, I accept the apology. He got me.
You got to respect the third person.
First caller I ever had on a Sunday night 1-hour show, 2012, Killeen, Texas, was the Warrior.
Well, he's got his opinions. I mean,
doubt.
I think the Bob Myers thing, and I know we're placing a lot of credit at his feet the last couple of days.
And it's not just us; it's the basketball world. But go ahead, E.
Yeah, it's because
not just us.
Well, where Bob Myers has fallen short in some of the small stuff, and some people call the draft big stuff, but where he's fallen short in that regard, he's made up for it by he's got stars.
Oh, no
Bob
doubt.
Myers has a track record of getting players.
There's mistakes. But
not drafting them,
it's
but
more
getting
successes.
them.
No doubt about it, man.
But getting them. And that's why I think you got to give credit where credit is due. And, his quote today in ESPN was used back from 2017 about if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And
what if you get healthier? Does that make you get better? Could I ask Bob that?
Well, it'll make
that's
you
what
better.
we're doing. When Jimmy gets right, you know what I mean, Evan? That runner's knee is okay.
I'm with you, but like you said, Goo, they're the only team in basketball that hasn't really made a move this summer. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you about where they're going?
How does Steph feel about that, man? That's really what it is to me.